Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is O-Sheena. I'm glad that you're here. I'm going to be doing an updated best clean romance recommendation video. I've done several of these, but I'm here to compile the best of the best with books that have no spice in them, and they still have really good tension and deep romance in them, but just no spice, and I really appreciate that. So I'll link the videos that I've done previously down below if you want more recommendations. I tried not to cross over too much in no particular order, but I'm starting with the very, very best, okay? It's the one with the Kiss Cam by Cindy Steele. I recently just reread this book. The audiobook is in my library now, so check your library. You might actually find the audiobook in it. That's very exciting. This is an indie published book, so it's on Kindle Unlimited, but you guys, there is not a better clean romance out there. This had so much depth. Like, you could argue that it's a rom-com because there's tons of humor as well. The banter was so good, but the depth of the characters and their relationship and really their own internal issues they had to work through while also becoming friends and more, it was so epic. This is such a good book. Like, no scene was wasted. I was captivated from page one, and that is what I want in a romance book, and that's what this gives me. So I highly recommend this book, you guys. You follow this girl who's on a really bad first date, and she's at a basketball game, and they're doing like the kiss cam thing, and she's in between two dudes. Her sucky date gets up and leaves, and the kiss cam goes on her and this stranger, and it happens so many times that they're like, okay, a little smooch, but of course there's sparks, and her bad date continues to be bad. This guy intervenes and helps her out. She leaves with him instead, and they get to know each other, and then 3 years later they meet up again. So it is a time jump, and I could say that it's almost like a second chance romance, but the way that the author made this work, like, normally it'd be like, there's no way that like premise would work, like 3 years later, what? But no, truly the way that she wrote these characters and their feelings and then what happened in their lives and everything, this is the best rom-com I've ever read. Okay, you guys need to read it. It's so good, and there's no language and there's only kissing, but serious tension, and like you can still feel the chemistry. It's so good. So highly recommend this book. Okay, another one that's super good is Real Love by Savannah Scott. This is also indie published, and I don't know that you can find it anywhere else other than like Kindle Unlimited or Amazon, so sorry about that. I also don't have my own copy. I read it through NetGalley, actually. I got a NetGalley arc of it. So this book is also very good. It's a celebrity romance, clean, no language, but the tension and the chemistry between the characters was so well done, and the dates that they go on in particular are the cutest dates I've ever read. And I just ate this up. So the girl's the celebrity. The guy ends up like giving her kind of tours around this island. There's like an island that you can live on off the coast of California, and he boats her back and forth, and she has a place on the island and so does he. So they kind of get to know each other, but he's signed an NDA, so he has to kind of like keep his distance, but they become friends. And then the kind of special part of this book is they've been chatting online without knowing it. So it's one of those tropes, and I just thought that the way their friendship grew and the way that both of them like intervened in each other's lives and were support through different family issues and just things like that, it was so well done. It was like deep and good. The only thing that made it not like a full amazing favorite is there just a few like filler scenes that I felt didn't need to be there. Whereas like with the one with the kiss cam, every scene was important and well thought out and just like worked. This one has a few scenes where I'm like, you could have done without that one, but everything else around it, like I would still give this 5 stars because of how the relationship progressed and the ending and everything. Like, still highly recommend, but I will point that out that there's just a few scenes where I was like, okay, whatever. So yeah, still recommend though. Okay, next one that you can get your hands on because it's traditionally published is Summer Romance by Annabel Monaghan. I know that she is definitely very popular now. The first book that I read by her was Nora Goes Off Script, and I think that book was in one of these recommendation videos. So this is her latest release from last year. I still need to read her release for this year. Very excited about it. What I love is that she uses mild language, if any, and it's closed door / no spice. So if there is going to be anything like that, it's fully closed door. There's no descriptions of them together, which I really appreciate, but she still writes such epic romances, and the chemistry, once again, the tension, the build up, like it's so well done. For Summer Romance, you follow this single mother. She's going through a divorce. It's messy. She's kind of lost herself, and she's so good at writing just kind of redemption stories for women in that situation. So the tropes in this one are age gap, because she is older, and best friend's little brother. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Very cute. The maturity of this relationship and the way that he kind of helped her find herself. I'm always wary of like a romance being kind of what solves a person's issues, but that's not what happened here. Like, he was so much more than just like a fling for her. She slowly rediscovered her worth and value and confidence in herself. Yes, he kind of like spurred that on, I would say, but she definitely like stood on her own 2 feet though in this book, and the way that he kind of brought that out of her was so beautiful to see. And I just love the progression of their relationship. It's just a solid romance, and I highly recommend it. Okay, another like just clean book is The Summer of Yes by Courtney Walsh. This book was 4 stars for me just because a bit of like the actual plot I wasn't that interested in, but the romance in this book was so good that like I still have to recommend it, because it's no language, clean, and the romance though. But that's not really what the book is about. Like, it's more so about these 2 women growing in themselves and forgiving and giving grace and just growing as people. And I thought it was so well done. So you follow this girl who really looks up to this older lady. She's a CEO of a makeup company, but they both end up in the hospital at the same time, and they kind of find a connection, and they end up going on this road trip to go see the CEO's husband and son. And it's a romance between the girl and the son. But it was just so cute the way that they like grew together, and seeing like all the different relationship dynamics happening. It was such a sweet like summer story. And a little bit, some of the characters were unlikable, like kind of both the main female characters. I didn't like them at first, so it took me a while to warm up to them. But once you like saw them interact with these 2 dudes, I was like, this is adorable, and it's kind of amazing. So still highly recommend this book. It's a great summer vibes book too, and I think it's a solid place to go. There's no faith content, so it's just totally just general clean book. Just general clean fiction, and I highly recommend it. Okay, next I'd recommend Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. So this is a surprise because as far as I know, they do write spice in their books. I've never read any other book by them except for this book, and I really enjoyed this one. There's like a little bit of like steamy makeouts, but it's no spice, so I was appreciative of that. And it's very mild language. There's a little bit of swearing, but it's like not all throughout the book. It's like here and there. And I just really liked the chemistry between the characters. Again, they wrote it so well, and there was so much tension. What I liked is this is a Tangled retelling, so you follow this girl who has kind of been hidden away from society by her parents, but she's going to university for the first time, and she goes to the main office, and they're like, here's your tour guide. And it's kind of like the bad boy of the university. She definitely riles him up. He's not interested in her, but she like needs his help, and then she catches him doing something, so they kind of blackmail each other, circling around. Like, she needs something from him, he needs something from her, and they go on this road trip, and it is so cute. Like, there's close proximity, and I really enjoyed seeing how much he respected her throughout the process of them getting to know each other. He actually, like, the bad boy image like wasn't real, and that's what I liked. Like, if he was a true bad boy, you know, not into those types of male leads, but he was not like that. And I just really liked seeing that you can respect a woman and have their relationship grow past that. It was really well done, and I liked the ending. I thought there was a little bit of twists and turns that were good. So overall, I would recommend this, but there is a steamy makeout session in a hot tub, so be aware of that, but I still would recommend it. So until I read more, these are my best recommendations at the moment. I don't want to recommend too many books that you can only find on Kindle Unlimited, because I know that's annoying for myself. I don't have Kindle Unlimited, so I can't read anything from there. So some of these books are, but some of them are traditionally published, so hopefully you found something from this video. I'll write all the books down below, and I'll link all of my previous recommendations down below too. And please let us know if there's a book I didn't talk about that you know is spice free. Let us know. We want to read it. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. A slight disclaimer just here at the end. If you do read spice, I'm not shaming you. Okay, you read what you want to read, but there is a big group of us who do not want to read spice, and that's what this video is for. So I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you found something that will work for you in this video. So I will talk to you guys in my next one. Thanks, guys. In no particular order, but